Hello, CUSD. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to take a look at standard analysis. Now, we have looked at a couple reports prior to that, which included test results, summary, and we kind of took a look at how we find an assessment and where those assessments are and where those test results are. So what we're going to do is what we've done in the past. Is we're going to go through Launchpad. Once again, you can go through your reports flip card if you want, but Launchpad just gives me all the choices that I really need. So I'm going to go through my reports, and you'll have your choices here. Now you can go to test results and select the standard analysis tab, or another way to go about it is you can just go directly to the standard analysis tab by clicking from your report screen. So as we get there and it takes us to it, you're going to see a graph that's present here. And based on the graph itself, you're going to see a red line across the top. That just simply means that your students are either proficient or not proficient based on a mastery level that you set. Now, the mastery level here typically at School City is set at 75. So you can change that and apply that. And it'll show you the number of kids that were proficient and not proficient, and what percentage correct. If you hover over the actual bar itself, it'll show you the percentage correct of students that did well on that particular standard. So using a rational approximations, there was 32.8% that got that particular standard correct. There were two items on the test, the assessment, and they give you the actual items themselves. As you scroll down, you can kind of get a viewpoint of how each student did and on what particular standard and how they did. And you get an overall district average when you look at the breakdown. The other part is you can do it by performance levels. Now, performance levels are cut points based on things that are established within School City or what cut points that you feel are necessary. This gives you kind of a deeper dive into the standard analysis by looking at cut points when students are below the standard, if they're near the standard, or above the standard. You could even add approaching standard. Well, I guess that's the same as at or near, or you could say falls far below would be another one perhaps that you could add on to that. But it gives you a little deeper dive into the performance level of the students using cut points. The great part about this report is as you progress through it, you can kind of see where students need some work. And when you're looking at informing instruction and you're kind of analyzing data itself, the overall picture here, and in a future video, you'll get an item analysis where we break this standard analysis even further. One of the parts that you can look at, and going back to proficient or not proficient based on the mastery level, are stop standards. Now, based on the graph, all the graph was in red, which means none of the students were proficient on, well, any of the standards. So this graph's going to look the same when I hit stop standards. And stop standards simply is, these are standards I still need to work on. And because at least one student in each one of these standards did not meet proficiency level at that mastery level, then they're all going to show red and they're all going to be stop standards, if that makes sense. But if I want to, I can go back to my all standards, and it's getting back there, and you'll see that the graph was the same. So the click pathway to get there is pretty simple. You hit your reports, your Launchpad, you hit your reports, you get to your test results, and you can pick the tab, or you can just go right to the standard analysis by clicking standard analysis. I hope you found this video helpful and it took you through the proper steps. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day. Bye.